time of the week again.
I got a bone to pick, okay? I got a bone to pick with a certain corporation. Well, you know what? You stole the show with that one. So you go ahead and do your thing. Dude, I don't know who you look like so many different people right now. It's insane to me. It's like you look like the dad from American Pie, right? The one guy's dad. Like that's who you
Okay,
look. You look
yeah.
like that guy. It's just you look like I don't know if you know who he is, Eddy Burback. You look like Eddy Burback right now. Okay, I'll put a picture of him up on here. He's a great YouTuber. God, oh my God, when you do it, just
I've been waiting to do this all day, dude.
just look like somebody's uncle who's like too raunchy at parties. You know, it's just like, or you look like a vacuum salesman. I don't know, like I don't know where. Like I just
Oh
like a
man,
'60s '70s vacuum salesman. I feel like you're gonna walk up to my
I'm like
door.
crying.
God, dude, that's like I wasn't expecting it at all. Honestly, I just like I saw you dip off to the side, and I was like, okay, maybe he's doing something. I'll roll with it. I'll
Right?
go. So I can't do the podcast anymore. It's like I can't do it. I can't
Did
take
I
you
break you?
seriously. Yeah, I don't.
Eugene Levy is who you're thinking of.
Sure.
Oh, I just like died.
Yeah, you just disappeared. You ascended to Eugene
There we go.
Levy. Like, hopefully he's still alive. R.I.P. I guess if you're not.
Yeah.
But damn, dude, like I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm kind of nervous now. I feel like you're somebody completely
Why?
different. I don't know.
Why is that?
You look completely different.
Well, that's the point. It's a disguise.
Honestly, I can see how that works in movies now.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
like
like Clark Kent.
you blend it in with your skin color a little bit, right? Your nose, obviously, and
Not
you.
really. I'm not that white, dude.
That's
Jeez.
what I'm saying. You got to blend it in with the skin
Oh,
underneath. But then
okay.
once you do that, I can't. Yeah, you. I don't know who you are anymore. Like, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. Have you seen my best friend Alex? Is he around here somewhere? Or you pull it
Well, I
off. I'm
thought
like, oh, you just missed the guy who's in your house. So,
I thought that, since
oh
it's the
fuck.
beginning.
So I'm thrown off right now. My back itches. It's the beginning of Halloween. You know.
Exactly. I was trying to think of like what I could do. This background's gonna be a problem, isn't it? It keeps like bleeding through.
I think it's all the colors. All the color. It doesn't know what to
Um,
do right now.
I won't be able to wear this long because I hate the way this nose smells. It's got that like
Ironic,
thick,
kind of
yeah, it's got that like really potent like rubbery like
latexy smell.
just
Yeah,
like
like the
it makes
inside
me
of a
nauseous.
condom or something. You know.
Yeah, kind of. But I just figured since it was Halloween, it's the beginning of spooky season, right? We talked about it last week where everything that we had done. I just have like such dead eyes in this thing. Like
You really
I
do,
can't.
man. I can't take you seriously. I can't.
Oh,
I feels like a completely different person. I don't know. Oh, thank God you're back. You just missed it.
dude.
There's a guy here.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny. That was worth every bit of the
Holy shit,
delay.
man.
If any, that's like a reason to turn into YouTube right there.
Yeah, honestly.
Now I
Yeah.
feel like I look weird, like I don't have
What is our are we
my
Spaghetti
glasses on.
Policy podcast on YouTube? I honestly don't think I've ever once told anybody what the YouTube channel is. I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
mean
I
that's
know.
fine. I mean,
So
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Anyways, you have a bone to pick with Walmart.
yeah, man. So I was on the way to pick up Quinn from the bus stop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm checking to see what we are called on YouTube real quick, just to make sure. I think it is Winter Spaghetti Policy Podcast, but anyways, I'll do that later. Uh, so I was on my way to pick up Quinn from the bus stop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we checked the mail. What do you think I find in the mail today? So on when we're recording this, 2024. Do you any guesses as to like
I don't know.
what possibly this big
Also, you're
corporation?
not supposed to reveal that we're recording it early.
Oh, I guess yeah. I guess it's fair. I'm breaking kayfabe. I'm sorry. Don't shun me from the league. Please. Fucking words are hard, man. Uh,
I've thrown you off with my disguise.
yeah, man, I'm all over the place now. I don't know if I can continue this. I think I'm having an aneurysm. I don't know if I just fall over
Now you'll
dead.
you have to use that disguise
Yeah, I'm gonna
as
put
the
that.
YouTube thumbnail.
That's 100% gonna be the thumbnail now. But all that to say, what I found in the mailbox today was in fact the holiday toy guide for Walmart on 2024. And honestly, stay in your own fucking lane, okay?
Why?
Because it is almost spooky season, right? We still got 2 whole months before we even hit
Yeah.
December. Okay, I understand if it was 11:01, right? November 1st rolling around, Halloween's over. Might as well crack out the eggnog, bring out the Christmas lights. But it's all right. We haven't even had chance to
Marinate.
marinate in this
First of all, stop saying the date.
I can't help it. It's the day that it came. It's important to the story because it's way too soon to be getting a toy catalog. But stay in your own fucking lane, Walmart. Okay, piece of shit.
Well, they got to get it early. Do you act like that's a big deal? Do they start putting? I've
It
said
is
this
a big
every
deal to
year.
me because it's like
They start
cutting
putting
in.
Christmas shit out in July
I
at
mean,
Hobby Lobby.
that's Hobby Lobby. All right, you go to Hobby Lobby for the fact that like it's
It's not
always
a
gonna
Christmas
have
store.
it's always gonna have a Christmas. It's always gonna have
Yeah,
Christmas
but
stuff.
okay,
It's
so
always gonna have
then you just
Halloween
need to
stuff.
accept that Walmart's going to do Christmas stuff. And it's not even, it's just like you're just getting a head start on toys. I mean, we got one from Amazon in like July.
I mean, that's Christmas in July though. That makes kind of sense. You know, that's fine because you
I,
can have
I-
Christmas in July. That's fine.
it just feels like you are trying to find a reason to hate Walmart.
Even more, yeah. Fuck Walmart, dude.
Dude, I can't even tell you the last time I walked. We went to Walmart like a couple months ago just to sort of we had to get something, but like
It's never
I
you never want to be in a Walmart.
I just don't go to Walmart.
You
And it's
don't.
not and it's like, "Oh, are you too good for Walmart?" Yes. Yes, I am.
It's like it's
I am too good
to
for
me it's not
Walmart.
even like yeah I feel the same way, but at the same time it's like not even about that. It's the fact that like they're just a shitty corporation, right? There's a reason that the prices are so low, and that's because half of their like fucking staff is on food stamps because they don't pay them enough. They literally they subsidize their staff by having them
They
go
would
on food
never do
stamps.
that, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure that that's not like any kind of data out there that says that. I'm sure, you know. I'm gonna put up here,
Yeah.
maybe here,
I
maybe I
was
have another article over here. I don't know.
I was pointing out my background here.
Yeah,
All right, so obviously it's a hunt showdown, but there's a reason because it's spooky season, yes, or it's the beginning.
it is
It's
our
a month
yeah.
long spooky season. We did a bunch of pre spooky stuff. Now we're in spooky proper, I believe is what we said last week.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and if you type into Google, which Google is fucking worthless these days.
That's all it is. It's like yeah,
It's
worthless.
awful, and you type in Halloween themed background for Zoom, everything that pops up is AI. So
Mm.
then you go in and then you change it to not AI, and everything is still AI. Like you can't even find a background. So I was just like, all right, whatever. I might do Dead Space next week. I don't know. I'm just trying to switch it up.
I think it looks good, dude. It looks fucking
Yeah, dude.
it fucks me, man. It's Pumpkin Jack, and
Yeah.
I didn't play that event. Did I play that event?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, Pumpkin Jack
it was
is
the
a game,
pumpkin
by the way. That is my game of choice for
for what?
okay. My game of choice. So
Okay.
I try to play some sort of Halloween themed or spooky, scary game of something.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I fucking you glitched out. I don't know, man. That was weird. Okay. I know it was like I know that it was just a Zoom glitch, but you said my game of and then it cut out and then it cut back like you had just like started to tell me what your game of choice was, and it was I don't know, man. I'm fucking. This is
I
spooky.
really threw you off with my
Bro,
disguise, huh?
I don't know what's going on, man. I think I'm getting spooked at myself right now. That's what's happening. Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
start seeing people in the
You
background.
said Pumpkin Jack, and I
Yeah.
said that is what I'm going
Yes.
to
Yeah.
play in
Okay.
the month of October. That's my Halloween game of choice. I think last year I may have done Dead Space again.
Dead Space is such a
Um,
scary game too. It's good.
bro,
I haven't played the
October,
remaster, so
October, PlayStation Plus. This is a Dead Space remake.
is it really like for the free game?
Mhm.
Let's fucking go, dude.
Dude, it's so good.
I'm excited now,
It's
man.
so
That's
good.
next
It
week, isn't
is
it? It didn't come out. Is it?
it's now.
What you get it now?
It's now.
Oh, okay. Wait. Oh yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
It's
I
October,
got you.
Jacob.
I got you.
It's October, Jacob.
Yeah, man.
Jesus Christ. It's
I'm not
so
good at
bad.
this, man. I'm not good at this. I can't. I
You're
don't. I don't
so
know how to
bad.
time travel. Okay, I can't break my
We
brain.
are well, I'm in October. I don't know where you are right now.
Fucking not on this planet, dude. That's for sure. I don't know. Goddamn.
Apparently.
It's like I took an edible or
Anyways,
something.
yeah, so Pumpkin Jack is what I'm gonna play this year, I think. And it's like did you ever play Medieval way back in the day
I don't think so. I don't think I did. I don't know.
with Dan Fortescue? And it's like a sort of like a 3D platformer hack and slash. It was great. There was a remake that came out on the PS4 a couple years ago. I know I played that in October one year. Um, I like I don't like campy movies, but I do like. I think I just like Halloween themed things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I get it. Yeah.
Because like Pumpkin Jack's not serious. Medieval's not serious. Like just those sort of cartoony. Like the atmosphere of being Halloween,
hmm
but because not everything
Just
that's
being in like the
like
fall
like
spooky vibes. Like it doesn't have to necessarily
yeah,
be spooky so much as it's just like,
right.
oh, this is cool. It's Halloween themed. Yeah,
And
it's
it got me thinking. And I'm pretty sure we've probably already said this. I mean, we've been doing this podcast for like 5 years, 6 years at
we've
this point.
repeated ourselves hundreds of times probably. Yeah.
Well, sometimes we get new listeners, bro, and it's
It's okay for them
just
to. Yeah, that's fair.
you can just reiterate, and also like maybe you just need to bring it back. Something like how great, like we depending on the person, there's always going to be someone who hates summer.
hmm
Me, there's gonna be somebody who hates winter. People who are wrong,
Yeah.
but there's like people that feel very strongly about those two polar opposite seasons.
hmm
You're not really gonna find that many people that are like, man, I hate spring. It's the perfect weather. Or man, I hate the fall. It's the perfect weather. But like to me, spring doesn't last long enough. I mean, fall doesn't
Especially
really
here.
either.
Yeah.
I mean, fall doesn't either, but you have the benefit of it just being cold.
Yeah.
Whereas like spring goes from like nice 70 degree to like 90.
Yeah. It's where
And
you
then you're
can't be
stuck.
outside at all.
Yeah, and then you're stuck with that for 6 months, as opposed to with fall, it's 60, 70, it's hoodie weather,
hmm
pumpkin spice
hmm
is in the air, everything is pumpkin flavored.
Loving it. Loving it. Yeah.
The leaves are falling, the only downside to fall is the fucking time change.
Which comes. I think. Is it later this
Oh,
year? It's in November
I don't
this
know
year.
when it is. I
So
don't know why it's at all. Just leave it.
yeah, I really wish they would.
Oh, you get an extra hour of sleep. No, you don't.
You don't get anything. You
You don't
don't
get
get. You get it. You
anything.
get a fucked up schedule for your kids to like.
I
What,
don't want
mom?
it to be dark at 5:30, bro.
Yeah.
If like that's part of the seasonal depression stuff that like sort of kicks in like December, but that's again, it's winter, but also because it gets fucking dark at 5:30. How about we don't change the time and it gets dark at 6:30 like normal.
Yeah.
Just don't change the time. Like it doesn't we don't need it anymore. We talk about this every single
Every
year.
single year. Yeah.
Because it's like a politician really wants to run, you really want to connect with people, that's your
Oh
platform.
yeah.
That's
I'm
one of your
voting
things.
for
Don't
you.
talk about shit that
Yeah.
doesn't matter to me. Talk about shit that actually affects me and
Although I don't
and
know,
like
man, it's just like so hard because like, are they going to talk about it and then actually do something about it? Or are they just going to talk
well,
about it just to get
they've
our
done that
vote?
for a
Like,
long time
yeah.
too, but still, like you want me to be interested in like your platform and what you're doing and your politics.
Yeah.
Like that's how you resonate with people. This is not a political thing, but like all the things that they talk about is just like
I don't give a fuck
word
about.
vomit.
I don't give a fuck about it.
And it doesn't affect me. It's just word vomit.
Yeah.
It's like actually do
I
something.
like I like I like helping people. I like people to have their rights. I like equality. I like civil rights. I like all that stuff, right? That's great. Talk about that. But it's
Yeah,
like at the same time, I don't give a
but
fuck.
those
I
shouldn't
don't.
be issues.
Yeah,
Like
that's what we've established that people are people. They should have rights and civil rights and all that stuff. Like that. That's so why are we still bringing this shit up? Like why are there still people fighting for their rights? I don't understand it. Like how about we
you
talk
got to
about the
fight
fact
for
that
your right to party, man.
how about we talk about like giving me a bunch of cash? Let's talk about that. Okay. The party who's like, hey, I'm gonna give you $200,000. Okay, dude, fucking here's my vote. I don't care. Buy my vote. Give me $200,000. I'll vote for you. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who you are.
And
I don't
then
care. I don't care what kind of morals I have to compromise. You give me $200,000. I'm like, sure. What's your name? And put it down in the little box.
yeah,
You
but
know.
then the other guy's gonna be like, I'll give you
I
$300,000.
don't, Okay, you got it, dude. Fucking, I'm sold.
Yeah, just
I know.
start a bidding war for every person.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's
You know
essentially
what?
what you're doing. Yeah. I mean, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of this whole like idea that like,
You actually want something in return.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like everybody, every year, right? Yeah, every 4 years, we have one old man. This time, actually, thankfully, it's a woman. We can't say that. You know, it's not two old white dudes. It's one orange guy and a very nice lady, right? So it's one of those things where every year, every 4 years, they talk about like all this other shit. It's like just fucking give me money. I don't give a shit. Okay, I don't. You can cut all the bullshit. I know you're racist and you want to like do something. I don't know with houses and building houses and shit. But it's like fucking shut up and give me money. Make it better for me. Give me cash. Give me
Me
health
cash
care.
now.
Give me
Me
cash.
cash
Give me
now.
health care. Give me not this crippling depression of like, am I ever gonna get out of this student loan debt? Like, give me something, okay? I don't give a fuck about all that other shit, okay?
Well, what do you get to vote and you get that little sticker.
Show that sticker up a politician's ass, dude. I don't like. I just. Oh. Anyways, but yeah, it's fall vibes in the air, dude. But
Dude,
can we get rid of the time change, please?
I think that is the only like I've never met someone who just like absolutely hates the fall.
I have never come across that either, which would be really.
I've
It would be
I've come
highly
across
weird.
people, yeah, I've come across people who absolutely hate the wintertime, and I get it. I personally love it. I've
Now,
come across people who love the summer. Personally, I hate it, and I get it why people love it. But like, I've never met a person on Earth, and I'm sure there's one person who's just like, actually, hold
I
on.
will say, oh gosh, here we go.
Actually, fall is the worst. The worst.
It would you actually like that's exactly the type of guy like that's what the guy would look like who hates fall. It's the guy. Honestly, with this disguise on, you look like you don't like anything. And honestly, you'd
I'm
probably burn the world down if you could. Like you're trying to take over the world.
just gonna talk.
I can't. I can't,
Anyways,
man. I just can't. I can't. Okay,
my dog Zoe's got one.
that's great.
Smaller.
I would
It's so
say I
funny.
was gonna say Alan. Alan, shouts out to Alan. He's got his podcast, Alan After Dark. It's great. It's fun. It's fun little listen.
Alan after dark.
That's pretty good. Isolate that.
Hold on.
He
Alan after
no,
dark.
it's too loud now. It's too
Too
loud.
loud.
Yeah,
I
it's
kind of got
okay.
a little
It
Duke
is.
Nukem there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Alan after dark.
there you go. That's fucking isolate it. But what I was gonna say is like he doesn't like the cold,
Sure.
which is the reason he doesn't like the fall because it's turning cold. So it doesn't necessarily like doesn't like fall so much as he doesn't like the cold. But
I get
and
that
he's
too.
the only
But
person I could
dude,
think of that doesn't. I mean, I
I
don't know.
love, dude. I'm so excited. Just like to bust out those hoodies again.
I'm just excited to drag my nuts across the back porch when it's freezing cold outside because that sounds like fun to me. I don't know why.
I feel like you're gonna get a splinter.
Hey, let's hope. Let's hope I don't. But at the same time, like they're
Sure.
useless right now, anyways. I mean, at all anymore, really. So I don't really need them anymore. So hey, fucking
Hey, remove
leave
them
it.
and sell them.
I guess. Well, what am I gonna sell them for? Like, because I would imagine that if you're buying a pair of testicles on the internet, you would want.
Testicles.
Yeah, it came
Testicles.
out of my mouth weird. I knew it. As soon as I said it. I was like, great, cool. Just
You
give me
like
another.
you like from Northern Ireland?
Yeah, but I feel
Ireland.
like if you were getting a set of testicles, you would want them to like function, right? I don't
You
know
just
what they.
reconnect the valve.
Is it only for like babies? Do they do other things? I think it's testosterone, right? You do other things. What do they do? Even I don't
I mean,
even.
it's pretty much meant for reproduction, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, though.
Which is why they gave you the snip, so you can't reproduce.
Yeah.
Because we don't need any more of your kind running around.
No, we got two. We're good. We're good here.
That's yeah.
So, anyways, buddy, what else is
Anyways,
going on?
what are your kids dressing up as this year?
I think we might. It changes from day to day, hour to hour, but currently,
Sure.
I think we've convinced them to be. We're all going to do a theme on
Okay.
Adventure Time. So I don't know if
Okay.
you remember Adventure Time. Really good
I
show.
I do. Yeah.
We're currently.
I know John DiMaggio's one is
Is he
dog.
Jake the dog?
Jake
Fucking
the
great
dog.
voice actor. He does a great job
It's
with it.
Marcus Phoenix in Gears of War, bro.
He crushes it. So
Yeah.
fucking crushes it. But I think
Get that real raspy voice.
I think Quinn's gonna be Finn. I think we've convinced
Okay.
Oliver to be BMO.
I don't know who that is. I just know the two.
It's a little robot. It's a little robot game. Technically, he's a video game. He's like a Game Boy, but it's a whole thing. Shelby's gonna be Marceline, and I don't know who I'm gonna be yet. I thought about putting it up on like on like as like a poll or whatever, like toss it up on Twitter or
Wait,
YouTube
wait,
or
wait, wait, wait.
whatever.
I'm so confused.
Yeah,
Who's gonna be Jake?
nobody's gonna be Jake, not yet.
Then you're Jake.
I mean, I was thinking about being Jake, but at the same time, I was like, I don't know if I want to be Jake. Do I want to be Ice King? Do I want to be?
It would be weird if you did Adventure Time and someone's not Jake, considering like he's
He's
the
gonna well,
most.
well Quinn's gonna have a shirt that has him in his pocket,
Okay.
so theoretically, it would look weird if I was also Jake. Like, oh, there's two Jakes, but I guess
Yeah, but
it
isn't there like
probably
some?
there's
Isn't there like a?
Jermaine. There's Jermaine, which is technically his
Isn't there
twin
like a
brother.
princess that has like a man's voice?
There's a Muscle Princess, yeah, which is
Yeah.
hilarious. I was
There
thinking
you
about
go.
being the Muscle Cupcake guy. I forget his name, but
You really are super into Adventure
oh,
Time.
dude, we fucking love Adventure Time. We're already watching the season over again. Like it's the second time we've seen it. Or whatever. It's fucking the lore building and the journeys and like like it's just like it feels like the beginning of the Adventure Time. They were like just fucking around. There was a kid show or whatever. And it's not until you hit your stride in like the third or fourth season when it's like, oh shit, they're like telling a story here. Like, and then they have the whole universe. It's like, why is the world blown up? When does this take place? You know, why are all these creatures sentient? Why is Candy talking to me? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy,
I've
man.
only seen like 2 episodes, maybe ever.
Dog, fucking boot it up, man. It's
It
good.
was. I know it was like super hot when I
Yeah.
was in like college. I think.
I would the later seasons. It gets into some pretty heavy stuff. You know, because it's like you find out his dad's a bum and is constantly running, con artist or whatever. Uh,
Spoilers.
oh, sorry. Oh yeah, I
No,
should say spoiler. It is like 10 years old, 15 years old
it's
now at
fine.
this point, but it's good.
I think.
What are you guys gonna do?
God, we like we're so incredibly busy in October. Like it's just nuts.
It's a busy month.
Zoe decided she wanted to be an astronaut.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay.
So we bought her a thing. We went cheap this year, man. We just bought a pre-made and it lights up, and so we tried it on the day and she fucking loved it.
Hey,
And it's
sometimes
old,
it's
like
all
an
it takes.
old school astronaut too.
Nice.
Like the 60s astronaut is what it
Dude,
looks
you should
like.
have got her a Bioshock costume, but then not tell her that it's a Bioshock, like a Big Daddy costume, and just tell.
Dude, I would
Just
have
like,
to be the
hey,
big dad, though. She could be the little sister.
that's low
Um,
key. That'd be a fucking dope ass Halloween costume. Like,
it would, but like also I mean,
what would
I feel like she would need to know what's going on, and then like that's a lot.
I guess she could be one of the I can't the only other female like one of the tweakers I guess like the
Splicers?
splicers. There we go. I can't remember what they're called. You know, one of
No,
them.
I mean
Is
she would
there
have to be a
another?
little sister. It would make sense. Um,
Is there a big sister?
in Bioshock 2.
What are they?
It's like the it's like the what do you
Big.
mean? What are they?
I mean, wait. I saw there's big daddies, right? Those are the
It's yeah,
and the little sisters.
she's gosh, it's been a while since I played Bioshock 2, but she's the main villain. She's like super quick and I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
Fuck,
pretty
I'm
sure
gonna have
like
to go and
I'm
play it or whatever. I can't. I haven't played it in so long. I played that. I was like, again, I think I was still in high school when I played that shit. But I loved it. I love Bioshock 2. I didn't play one. I didn't play the third one. I just played two.
it's so big sister, yeah.
Okay.
It's the
I guess
strength
I
of the
could
big
just.
daddy with the abilities of a little sister.
I guess I should say Bioshock.
I cannot believe you didn't play one. Like one is like just
Oh
absolutely fucking
yeah, dude. Oh, that
unbelievably
would be a hard
awesome.
costume to pull off. Two was great. I didn't need the one. You know,
One is better
not to me.
because you don't have an opinion. You didn't play. I'm done. I'm done with this conversation. We normally go to an adults Halloween party at Bailey, Virginia's,
Nice.
but I'm not going this year.
Oh,
And this year Zoe's not going because no kids are allowed.
damn, dude, fucking partying it up there.
So Christina's gonna go.
Hell yeah.
And then Zoe's like that weekend. Zoe has her carnival like that they do at school.
Mm-hmm.
So my in-laws, Jesus, my in-laws are taking her. And then Christina's gonna work that, and then Saturday's the thing. But like you and I won't be here.
Oh
so
yeah, dude, we're going on that fucking trip, dog. Are we gonna be
so
here for Halloween? Yeah.
yes, Halloween's
Okay.
on a Tuesday.
I don't remember dates,
We're
dude.
just gone. We're just gone that weekend.
Okay, that's right.
Um, but she had to switch her costume. We were gonna do deer in the headlights. I was gonna just be a little deer, and then she was gonna like take a shirt and
That's
carve
funny.
out two
Yeah.
headlights right on her tits.
Yeah.
And she's changed. I think she's gonna be Corella Deville this year.
Okay. All right. Wait. That's
So
kind of. Yeah. That's fine. That'd be
and it's
sick.
fine. It's just, dude. It's just, I mean, whatever. Um, so I mean, I know that's our plans. Zoe normally has a couple costumes, but I don't think they do. They're not allowed to do. They're not allowed to do Halloween at school for some reason.
I mean, given the current climate on schools, yeah, you don't want to be dressed up in a mask and like, whatever.
Yeah. But I
So
meant like their age. But like normally you can just like wear your costume in, but they won't allow them for some reason.
yeah,
It's fine, I guess. I don't know.
whatever keeps the kids safe, I suppose.
Sure. In school,
Uh-huh.
we talk about school a lot. How when we were in school versus kids being in school, whatever. You remember when Pluto was a planet?
Dude, I was just talking to Quinn about this the other day, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, when I was in school, that was a fucking planet, my guy." He was like, "Yeah,"
Yeah.
he's like, it's not a planet anymore." I was like, "I know, I
Yeah.
was there for that."
What is the actual classification of it now?
It's a dwarf planet and/or a potential moon from like I think one of the Jupiter's moons that kind of slung off, and
I don't think they consider it a moon.
it's a dwarf planet, I think is what they call it, which doesn't technically qualify as a planet or whatever.
But now
So,
there's like four of them
but I
in
think
our
that
solar system.
the theory is that Pluto was potentially one of Jupiter's moons that got knocked out of orbit of Jupiter and got caught in like the sun's orbit and it fucking whipped it around or whatever, and then we called it a planet. I don't know, but
That was decided in August of 2006.
yeah, man, it's freshman year of high school. Cracking a few beers with my friends, just hanging out.
You couldn't have been. Were you a freshman?
No, I think
Sophomore.
yeah, no, sophomore. Yeah, no, 2006. I graduated in
Oh nine.
'09.
We've been over this.
So yeah, I would have been a sophomore. Yeah, I think. I don't know. Fucking, I was in school. I was in school, dude. I don't know what do you want. What do you want from me? What do you want? This is school,
The whole point of that was we're getting a new moon
which
in
is
Earth.
crazy. This is like,
Suppose now it's a little clickbaity.
I mean,
Okay.
technically speaking, from what I read in the articles, like yes, we are technically getting a new moon, which is I think believe it is classified as like an asteroid that's going to be like
So
caught in our. It's big enough to be caught in our gravitational pull and catch our orbit, but it's not big enough to like stay
from
there.
September 29th until November 25th, Earth is getting a new mini moon. Um, Asteroid named 2024 PT5 and will only be captured by Earth's gravity and orbit our world during that time frame. It's just so weird. It's like, yeah, it's gonna fuck off on the 25th.
Like,
Like,
okay, so this is like one of those events in life where you kind of like can see how
but like it's not a.
we potentially didn't have a moon when until like because apparently there are records in history written where they talk about the clear sky and there's no moon or whatever in it, and it's like I could kind of posit that theory of like one day we're just kind of hanging out and all of a sudden there's this giant ass rock. But can you imagine if it's like you see the actual moon coming to existence and you don't freak the fuck out? Like, why is there this giant rock? Is it gonna kill us all? That'd be scary to me. That's what I would be one of those doomsdayers out
There
there who's
will,
been like, we're gonna be crushed by this giant rock in the sky, like. But
yeah, there will be another one that re-enters our orbit in 2055. So if you miss it, just stay alive.
has this happened before?
Couple,
Is this the first time ever, or is it?
no, this happens all the time. That's why I said it was clickbait. It's not really.
But I mean, are we gonna
It's
be
not
able to see it?
because like our moon has like such an effect on the Earth in general. With the tidal waves and everything else. So like, this is not. This has no. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. I
Why
mean,
is
there's
it?
asteroids. There's asteroids that come and go all the time.
But I mean, this is the first time that I can remember that one's actually
It's just
stuck
the
around
first
in our
time you've been
orbit.
aware of it.
I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, how often do you think this happens? It's got to be a pretty big deal because they wouldn't write an article about it.
Oh yeah, they didn't write an article anyways.
But I mean,
Mister
like,
AI writes everything.
well, I'm just saying. Like, I think that, like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think that if this would have
That is like
happened
your
in the
one. That's like
past,
your one thing that you
hey man,
were ahead of on this
I'm pretty
podcast
sure the
because
internet's
you
dead. Yeah, it's just I'm still on the idea that like the internet is dead. There is nothing unique, and everything that you search for is definitely an AI article written by somebody because it's too coincidental that I need to know what baking powder does inside of a donut if you fling it at 90 miles an hour, right? It comes up with an article that tells me exactly like the science behind it and like, oh, I tried this once with my kids, and it's like, okay, really? You had the
I
exact
do
same
think
thought
this.
I
I
did.
think you're discrediting the human curiosity randomness of stuff.
I don't know, man. But okay,
How
okay, but
how
you got to think
okay?
about how much
How
how
many times has someone dragged their balls across their back porch in the wintertime?
I would argue that's probably the first time that's ever been spoken into
Bullshit.
existence. But hey, if you can
Never.
find records
Like
of it,
that's the thing
let
is
me
like there
know.
is nothing that you come up with that is a unique thought, and that's like not to go down this path, but that's this thing that irks me when people like you remember a couple years ago when everyone was like talking about like oh vaccines versus not getting the vaccine, and it was just like bro, you couldn't pass science high school, and like all of a sudden you have come across this information that literally no one else has ever come
Yeah,
across. Like,
okay.
no, that's the sort of thing that
I
like
feel
it's
like we're
like
on two different fields here. Okay,
it's the same concept. I find it look at entertainment in general. Look at comics. Look at video games, TV shows, movies, like everything. Like when what was the last like inherently unique like holy shit this has never ever been done or thought of before? When was the
I
last
mean,
time that happened?
I feel like
You can't name one.
I feel like it's a pretty how broad do you want to get, right?
I just mean in general, like
Because I mean, like I
because
think
like you don't. The thing is you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
no, yeah. I guess that the wheel that was a pretty unique invention, I guess.
We weren't around for that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they had to have been
But
like the
yeah,
first person to think about like, oh, carving the wheel or whatever, like why
it
want to
was a
make a circular?
long ass time ago, bro.
I guess I don't know, man. But I don't know. I just think that it's the reason that it's like I had this thought right that like the instances that I'm looking up are too unique for there to be a whole ass blog post with ads
But it's
with
not though
likes and
because you're not
comments.
that unique in that sense.
Well, I mean, like, but
You're unique
okay.
in who in how you are and who you are,
So
but like some
let's
of the
take
things that you come up with are not like you're not the first person ever
right.
to think
I'm not
about
saying that.
let me shove this thing up my ass and
Okay,
like
yeah,
time how long I can hold my breath. Like that's
okay,
not a thing.
absolutely, and that's I understand that. But I'm talking about like if you take something random and unique, like me dragging my nuts across my cold back porch, right? All right, I understand that. Yes, I'm probably not the only person, and out of the
Someone's done a science experiment on it.
6 billion people on the planet, right? But the idea that like that if you were to take that and post it on the internet, and then somebody to search that, the uniqueness and like the probability of a person who's also experienced that I've done and has written a blog post about it, right? And
Roten? You've roten?
wrote a blog post about it and they posted it
Jesus
they posted it
Christ.
on
Maybe
the
you should have
internet,
made it.
right? They posted it on the internet in the blog and they just so happen to have a blog of their own. Like it feels too coordinated. And that's what I'm saying. Like this is if you were to take what AI looks like, this is what AI looks like. You are the epitome of like what AI would look like if you were to conjure up an entity for AI.
You're gonna have nightmares over this.
I am, and I'm gonna see
Look
it.
at
I'm
this.
gonna be like having a
Hey,
nice.
like my nose is gone.
I'm gonna have a nice dream, and I'm just gonna look in the corner, and there's my paralysis demon, and it's you in this mask, and it's just like staring at me, and I'm just like I can't do anything now. So
You know, I'm moving on from this conversation. We talked about oh god, remember Sierra Mist that whole story a couple months
can we?
back or whatever it
Is
was.
it was it all a cave? Like was it all
Oh,
like a
I'm
work?
sure it was all at work, whatever. But
Yeah,
um, I did not know. I don't drink soft drinks. Like
I
I
only
don't
drink the
do it.
diet ones, the zero ones. Yeah, but
Christina drinks Dr Pepper zero sugar.
it's really
Swears
good.
by it.
It's really good.
Um, but I just don't drink soft drinks. It's just not my thing. And like I will occasionally like walk by, like when I go to a convenience store, like I go to Weigel's or whatever, and you know, whatever you see stuff, and like I'm like vaguely or acutely aware, I guess, of like new flavors that come out because they'll have like you know little stands. They'll be like, try this, you know, chocolate flavored Coke or something. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah,
And I do respect on one hand, we're talking about like nothing being new and unique or whatever. I saw like there was a big deal. I don't know, it was a couple days ago with the Shirley Temple Sprite in a can, and it's like pomegranate and my strike with strawberry, I guess. So it's like a Shirley Temple Sprite can or
Okay.
something. Okay, it sounds good, whatever. And like it's sort of like the cranberry Sprite that comes out during Christmas. So like I do appreciate these companies. You see it with like Lay's chips all the time and Dorito flavors, all that stuff. I get it. It's cool that you're trying to do something unique. You're
Like
doing your
biscuits and
you
gravy
use
lays, like
you're doing your R&D and you're just like providing something new and fresh to keep your customer base. So I get it. Well, I remember this is like months ago, mostly on Twitter. Like everyone went crazy over the Coca-Cola spiced. I think is what it was called,
yeah,
right?
okay, yeah. There was in the cool can. That can actually looked pretty cool, where it was like red, but then it had like the pink kind of like and the pixelated, and it was coming down the can.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was under the impression that that was just one of those like limited things.
I did
Like
too. I didn't. I did.
apparently it was in full rotation.
Shit, dude. Could have fooled
Um,
me.
and a key word there is was, as it has been pulled permanently. They pulled the plug, and it faced scrutiny over its flavor because it received sharp criticism from consumers. Some took to social media to claim that the drink tasted like cough syrup, and some even criticized the flavor for not having enough spice.
What
Um,
was the like? What was the flavor profile supposed to be? I don't even.
spice.
I, what kind of spice stuff?
Just when you open up your spice rack in your kitchen, you take that and you dump it in a Coke and you drink it. I don't know.
I
Just spiced. It did not. They did not specify why it was being discontinued, but claimed in a statement that to the street that its decision was to make room for another exciting flavor. And like, you know what? Again, like we can joke and we can make memes and we can make do all this, but like, good on them for being like, okay, this didn't hit. Let's try it again. Let's do
yeah.
something else rather than trying to force feed something on the consumer where people just like absolutely don't want it. So like I'm not I'm like half-heartedly like giving them like a soft
A
golf
golf
clap
clap.
like
Yeah.
yeah like
All right. Good
hey
job, guys. I
okay
guess
like you're taking the L publicly, although you know whatever, and then you're gonna move on with your life. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool, whatever.
Hey, sorry, my
um
guys, my bad, guys. Sorry.
yeah.
I'll try again.
Apparently there along with this there's a major shift in consumer behavior based on like who like people buying Coke or whatever, I don't know, but like whatever.
What was that? I
Okay.
mean, this is like, what was the last time they tried it? Like New Coke, or was that New Pepsi that they did that?
Both, but didn't they
They
didn't
did
I
Coke
dude
Clear, I think, as well, and that didn't. That
did
fucking flopped.
well there was Pepsi free, Pepsi Clear, something like that. I don't know. It was all sorts
I
of shit in the
honestly
80s and
give me a cool ass looking drink that tastes like a soda pop, like and it's clear. That'd be kind of
90s.
cool. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what those sparkling waters are, right?
No, this is different. It tastes like water. It tastes like flavoring. I'm talking about give me something that's clear. Like if you were to hand me some like gelatinous clear like cubes and told me they were pancakes and bacon, and I ate one and it tastes like pancakes and bacon, I'm freaking out. That's hilarious. That's
You
awesome.
just triggered something that I've been wanting to bring up for quite some time.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
You
First of
you
all,
said well, no, you said what'd you say? Syrup, waffles, bacon? What'd you
pancakes and
say?
bacon.
Pancakes.
Yeah.
You know, I have 10 years ago would have been real feverishly like don't eat cake for breakfast. Yeah, don't eat cookies for breakfast. But
Yeah.
then I'm like, look, like muffins,
Donuts, which is
donuts,
supposed to be apparently a breakfast food.
pancakes,
Cereal.
waffles, French toast, cereal.
Yeah.
How is that any different than a fucking,
You know,
couple sleeve of Oreos
I've
or
honestly kind of
cake?
had this thought the other day too, where I was just like,
It's so weird.
I think Oliver was asking for like a popsicle in the morning, and I was like, buddy, we don't do popsicles in the morning. And then he was like, why? And I was like, you know,
Right?
it's
But
probably
why
like
not?
honestly, it's probably lower in sugar than fucking anything else you're gonna eat this morning. So I mean,
Right.
but it's maybe it's like
I mean, a
breaking
muffin
that.
is just a cupcake without the icing.
It's 100% just a cupcake without icing. It's like got just as much sugar in it, right? Cereal
Right.
has more sugar than I think a lot of the sodas as well, if I'm not
Right.
mistaken. Like it's like,
And they're
yeah,
not,
dude,
and
like
it's
what are we
not good
doing?
for you.
What are we
Yeah,
doing?
it's
Give
that's
me
the
some
thing. So
better
it's like,
food options for breakfast, please.
oh my God. we've sort of, I mean, a lot of people will eat breakfast for dinner, but I'm
We did tonight. Yeah,
yeah, dude, it's so good. It hits, man.
it's
It
good. Yeah,
hits. I'm just, it's not necessarily that it's come up a lot with like Zoe, but like I was finding myself getting kind of perturbed, if you will, where I'm just like, stop, like, oh, like you don't need a Twix before you get on the bus. You don't need a cookie. But then
yeah,
I'm just like, how's it any different than eating a donut?
yeah. I mean, I guess the argument could be
It's
made is
not.
that there's not like I would assume. I don't know, man. The thing again,
No,
it's like
we were. This is what we were
the
told. This is what we were
corporations,
told.
they fucking lie. It's like, oh, okay, so I'm supposed to believe
No,
that there's like
this is not a
19
corporation. This is
essential.
what our parents told us.
Oh no, it was like, how do I know that there's actually this vitamins and nutrients, the minerals that you need in the cereal? I don't know. I'm not a fucking
There's not,
scientist.
dude. Cereal is
I don't.
terrible for you.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I don't honestly. Fucking, I don't know. Have a candy bar. Here's a whole ass candy bar.
Dude,
I
that's
don't
me.
know.
Like I'm just like, I know it's not.
Just brush your
She's
teeth
not a
before I guess you get on the bus. It's about all I
she's not a
can.
she's not a big breakfast eater, anyways. But
I just
that's part
really
of that.
think
Like,
that
I don't care. I don't care.
we need a revolution against these food companies. It's like,
Boy, don't we?
but then it's like, what are we gonna do? Like, where are we gonna get our food? They there's a reason that they're able to like produce a bunch of food really cheap, and it's just I don't, there's a whole it'd be a lot of work, and it's like,
Yeah. Well, let's not bring the vibes down. Okay.
yeah, dude, let's
We're
fucking keep
talking.
going, dude. It's Halloween season, my guy. It's
Do you
October.
want?
It's October fucking whatever day it is right now. Dude. We're in October right now.
It's the first week of October, bro.
Yeah, it is. It's the 6th.
Stop that.
It's October 6th right now, dude. It's wait, what
Whatever.
what day is it?
Well, everyone knows we record on the Wednesday before. I mean, that's okay.
Yeah. It's October
So
4th right now, dude. No, wait. Yeah.
first,
October 4th.
I don't know. It doesn't
But
matter. Dates are
we're recording this in
rawr,
October.
rawr, 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 rawr,
Yeah, we're recording
rawr,
this.
rawr, rawr.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up something to you. I thought it was kind of fascinating, and then I've got another thing to talk about too.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of learned helplessness?
I think you mentioned this last week.
I didn't mention it to you. It was on the outline, but I was like, I didn't want to
Okay. I
bring it up.
remember, yeah, I saw it somewhere, I had my
So there's
thoughts.
a
You told me not to look it up. Yeah.
there's a learned helplessness experiment that was done. Do you like it just based on the context of just the words? Do you know like what comes to your mind?
Um, like somebody who like they've been weighted on hand and foot all the time, and so like whenever and then like the experiment would be in my brain, like you constantly wait on this person hand and foot, and then as soon as they like have a minor inconvenience, they immediately like are like helpless. They need you to get it for them, even though like they could very easily get it themselves. I don't know, like it's something of that nature where we basically like you do everything for your kid and they don't do anything, and it's like this idea of like, oh well, I
Mm,
can't do it because my mom and dad always say that.
again, you're in the ballpark, but you're not quite on base.
Hey man, and that's how I play the game.
Yeah. So it's an experiment that is done to sort of here, I'll just read this.
Okay.
Learned helplessness is a psychological state in which an individual, after repeated exposure to uncontrollable negative events, believes that they are powerless to change their situation, even when the opportunity to do so arises. This
Okay.
this leads to passivity, decreased motivation, and a sense of hopelessness, which can persist even when the circumstances change and the control is actually possible. Learned helplessness is often associated with depression, but is not technically depression. It is just
Okay.
associated. Um, so there was an experiment that was done where there's the learned helplessness of a dog, and he exposed a group of dogs, to a series of electric shocks.
Damn,
And
dude.
initially the dogs could not avoid the shocks, and this conditioned them so that they developed a sense of helplessness. And it's basically this was to teach them that no matter what you do,
God,
no matter how much in control you think you are, there is oftentimes things that you cannot control.
I don't like that experiment. First of all, I guess I can't control it, but damn, dude, that's brutal. And
Um,
that's like such a sad. I don't know. I'm fucking kind of
Now,
depressed after like you talking about.
there's
I'm bringing up the
so
vibes.
so there was an experiment with dogs, and there's
Okay.
also an experiment with humans.
Did they
And
shock the
in the
humans too?
other experiment, the human experiment, the humans were exposed to loud noises that they could or could not control. The participants who had no control over the noise in the first part of the experiment generally did not try to turn off the noise in the second part. So they basically made the humans learn, okay, you can't change this noise. And then when they switch it, it's
It
sort
wasn't
of
even a
like
second thought. Like they just assumed that they couldn't
you
change it.
just it's
Yeah.
like a learned tolerance to inconvenience.
I just be like, I can't even hear
You
now. What are
see
you
where all
talking
this
about?
is kind
Yeah.
of going.
Yeah.
The experiment led to the development of a theory of learned helplessness, which explains why people may accept and remain passive in negative situations. The theory is a basic principle of behavioral theory and is often included in introductory psychological textbooks.
I feel like
The
that's
key
like whenever I'm
takeaways,
like, I'm like, yeah,
politics.
yeah, yeah. I think that that's where I've gotten
That's
into that learned helplessness in politics recently for sure. Where I'm just like, fucking, I don't. Hell, whoever wins, I don't give a fuck anymore. Just shut up, please.
um So the key takeaways were that learned helplessness is a phenomenon that occurs when a series of negative outcomes or stressors cause someone to believe that the outcomes in life are out of one's control. Sometimes they are. If a person learns that their behavior makes no difference to their aversive environment, then they may stop trying to escape from aversive stimuli, even when escape is possible. Um, Martin Siegelman and Stephen F. Mayer first identified learned helplessness as a phenomenon in the 1960s. They conducted experiments on dogs, finding out that when exposed to repeated shocks that they could not control, the animals refrained from taking action when they could prevent the shocks. Learned helplessness has notably been linked to and used as an explanation for depression and post traumatic stress disorder in
I
human
would also
beings.
argue like maybe domestic violence because you get into those positions where like people feel like
Yes.
they can't leave and like even if they
Hmm.
tried, etc. So hey, shouts out like fuck people who are like that. Not like the people
There's,
getting abused, but like the abusers. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, fuck those people.
but one of the antithesis or the yin and yang of learned helplessness is learned hopefulness. And so you can also teach yourself and program the way you do things in order to always. And I think that is where a lot of people lie. I think there's a lot of people, obviously, in certain situations where, not to get political, but in the political spectrum where there's a lot of just like learned helplessness. Like no matter what I do, like it's not going to matter, right?
Yeah,
And like there's that situation where like no matter, like especially with us, like where who and where we vote is doesn't matter because the winner is already decided. But the learned hopefulness is that, well, we are small fry, it doesn't matter. The conglomeration of the United States also agrees by and large, and can make that change for us.
and I think
So,
that speaking up about it.
sports
Yeah,
is a big one. Sports is a big one where
I don't know what
you
to tell
the
you, buddy, but I don't think it's getting any better, and there's
what are you
nothing
talking about?
sports for you in
Oh, I just mean
particular.
in general because
Yeah,
like if you think about it, like you are very much that hopefulness of like, oh, hey, this is our season. Hey, buddy, this is our season.
yeah.
Whereas I am not that way
I wouldn't
with
tell you that to
any of
you.
my
Yeah.
sports. That's like the most frustrating thing when like I'm not gonna go into it, but like when there's the enduring of a bad season in any sport, and then someone's like, well, there's always next year. Like, fuck next year. I may be dead next year. Like, I'm tired. It's like I'm just
Yeah.
sort of tired of waiting. Like it's like why not just be good now?
I've been waiting for 10 years. It's like fucking
And like I'll always will point out like as bad as the Caps are because hockey season's fixing to start.
hell
Um,
yeah. It's already
as bad
started.
as they, well, I mean the preseason started, so it doesn't
It's already
matter.
started.
Um, but the as bad as they are and are going to be, it's like that one cup and experiencing that just made everything before and sort of like now with the Caps for me, it's more about just like appreciating Ovi for the time he has left and watching him chase a record that will likely never be broken. They said that Wayne's would never be broken, but Ovi's gonna break it. So, you know, I don't know.
There's
It
always
just
some
changes your perception
kid.
when you actually win the thing, when you actually do win a championship.
Yeah.
It sort of just makes up for everything that you've sort of dealt through. Um, there's a couple other things in here, but like I want to keep talking about. Let's talk about Halloween.
Yeah, dude.
All right, let's keep it going.
Okay.
There are. Can you, off the top of your head,
Okay.
can you name a candy that you enjoyed that is no longer around?
Oh shit, no, I guess not. Yeah, because candy corn. I was gonna say, but it's already around. It's still around.
But it's not. I mean, I'm talking like stuff that's been flat out discontinued.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that's what I'm saying.
exist
I don't
anymore.
know. I don't know anything.
There are two that pop into my head. First
Okay.
one is chewy gobstoppers
Dad, chewy gobstopper. That sounds like painful. How do you do it?
because they're just like they're just like sprees, man. Chewy
Oh, sprees.
sprees.
Yeah, sprees be good. I like
It's
sprees.
chewy sprees and gobstoppers are the same thing. They're just different shapes. It's the same
I don't
thick.
know,
It's
man.
the same candy coating. They
But
might
no,
have different
sprees are
flavors.
chewy though.
They also have non-chewy sprees.
Do they really? That's
Yes,
fucking weird. Why would you make that?
I think the non-chewy sprees were first.
That feels weird, man.
You know what? It's kind of bullshit that gobstoppers are not everlasting.
Isn't that like a whole? We need to get a class
I
action
don't think
lawsuit
I do.
together.
I'm pretty sure they're not called everlasting gobstoppers anymore. I'm pretty sure they're just gobstoppers.
Yeah, just fucking get their suit out of their asshole with that.
And the other one is, do you remember the sour Altoids?
No, no, I don't think I do. Oh wait, maybe were these like the ones
They're,
like extremely sour or whatever?
yeah, but they look like rocks, and they come in like there was like
Yeah, I do
mango and
remember
passion
those.
fruit.
Yeah, I do remember
Dude,
those.
those
Yeah,
those were so good. Those aren't in
I
existence
mean they
anymore.
probably had to discontinue because it looked like meth, but you know.
Did you know that as of 2023, atomic fireballs are no longer in existence? They've
Is that
been
the red
discontinued.
ones, the like circular red ones, or whatever?
That'll
Man,
like burn you.
rip to those guys. But yeah, those are good. Man, I mean, there's so many candies I do remember getting as a kid. Man, I just want to go trick or treat
Tic
now.
Tac cinnamon.
That's how is that discontinued? That's like that feels like the antithesis of a Tic Tac would be the cinnamon one. Oh, that's man, damn.
There's no reason they just did it. Icebreakers liquid ice.
That was like just straight up just a liquid ice.
It was just the liquid
Okay,
part.
you know what my school had a really bad problem with?
Meth.
Okay, how'd you know, dude? Did you go to my high school as well? No, in middle school, I remember they had to get on to like the kids because they would not stop eating those fucking Listerine patches that you put on your tongue. Like
Hmm.
I remember having a few here and there,
Hmm.
but like there were kids
He
that would
took
just
it like
like
fucking hits of acid.
they would get hammered off these things, dude, because there was like they were I don't know, I guess it's
There's
just
alcohol in it.
Listerine. Yeah, there's just alcohol in it, but it's like they were
But like
just
the thing that's
throwing them
weird
back.
is you're not supposed to swallow Listerine.
Yeah, and they made a whole ass thing that just melts on your
So
tongue, and you just
do
fucking.
they still do they don't make those
I
anymore, right?
don't think they make those anymore. No. Let me look up
Yeah. Do
Listerine
you were you around for lifesaver holes?
lifesaver or what?
Holes?
Yeah, the gummy ones.
Well, these were no, these were just like hard lifesavers, but they were the holes, like a donut hole, but it was
But it's the
instead of
inside
it
of it.
was the ins. It was
They
just
did a donut hole version of the lifesaver.
yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. What's even crazier is they still sell Listerine Cool Mints pocket packs, portable
Oh,
fresh
okay,
breath strips.
weird. Do you remember bubble beepers?
Uh, fucking
Dude, our older listeners, like shout out
don't
to the group
even
chat. They're all just like, bro, you're hitting me. You're
I don't
hitting
even know
me.
what the fuck that is.
Bubble
Bubble.
beepers. It came in like it came in a beeper, like a
Okay,
canister. It was
that's why they
like a
discontinued it
beeper.
because who the fuck uses that anymore?
Well, beepers aren't discontinued, but
Yeah, because
uh,
they're currently
that
exploding everywhere.
right.
I don't. Okay, I don't want to get into
I
world politics right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was just like kind of sort of like fruit stripe gum, which is also, by the way, now discontinued. Tiger stripe and fruit
Now
stripe
I
gum.
do remember those.
That's gone now. But it was the same thing. It was just like they were like neon colored and they were, whatever. Starburst hard candy.
Okay. Okay.
Do you remember that? It was basically like a lifesaver, but it was Starburst flavors.
I don't remember those.
Correlates gum. Now I don't know what that is.
That sounds like a mouthwash version of gum. So
Its original Clorets gum was known as its refreshing and long-lasting flavor. Uh, Despite its popularity, correlates gum was discontinued. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. Um, okay. Speaking of the what were those things called? The bubble beepers.
Yeah,
My mind immediately went to the fucking
cell phone, the cell phone version of them.
no, the Band-Aid version of those.
I remember having a Band-Aid version candy. Like, yeah.
They were called Ouch, and like it had one. It was like the grape, the green apple, and the watermelon, and it was just it was in the shape of a Band-Aid, but you just chewed it like gum. Skittles gum.
I feel like vaguely I remember that.
Yeah, like I was always weird with Skittles gum because like Skittles, you eat enough Skittles, your brain tells you, okay, chew it,
Swallow it. Yeah.
swallow it. Well, this was like just like a Skittle.
Dude, yeah, I
But
get that's. I feel like a lot of these were discontinued because like people were just like, I'm just gonna eat it. Yeah,
yeah.
okay. They can't
Have you
shit
ever
for
heard of
weeks.
Maynard's Juicy Squirts?
Maynard's Juicy Squirts, man. Dude, I tell you, I knew this guy once named Maynard, and boy, did he have a juicy squirt, man. I don't know how to take that one because it does sound kind of like I was sucking off Maynard, but it could also be like he just had the shits constantly.
Maynard's.
But
Um, it was just a delightful gummy candy filled with a
yeah,
burst of liquid.
I'm sure it was, man. It wasn't the funny fact. It was like it was shaped like a penis. It's like that's
Yeah.
great.
It just looked like Mott's, like the Mott's
Mm.
gummies. That's what it looks like. BB Bat's candy.
I've never had that one before.
It's like a taffy lollipop
Oh, okay.
from like the 70s, maybe the 80s. I said Fruit Strips gum and Super Bubble.
Hmm.
Um, this is great. Sorry. 7 Up candy bar, Hershey s'mores, Butterfinger BBs.
What is Butterfinger BBs? What did they? Oh, the
Oh, they
little
were
circle
huge
ones,
in the
right?
it was huge in the 90s because of Bart Simpson, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, dude. I
O.
remember those.
Henry's, PB Max, the Hershey Kissables, dude. They were the candy coated Hershey mini Hershey Kissables.
Mm-mm.
Just Hershey
No.
Kisses. You don't remember those?
Mm-mm.
They were like, okay, whatever. Uh,
Whatever.
fuck
Fuck
you then.
you. Yeah.
Whatever. The original Butterfinger. So the Butterfinger you eat now is not the same. Changed the recipe.
Okay. What? Really?
Mhm.
I guess.
The
I don't.
original.
I
It's
don't
not.
like.
It's not
Okay.
as. It's
Controversial
not as.
opinion. Butterfingers
You don't
suck.
like. Well, they suck now
No, they
because
fucking
it's not
suck.
the original is great.
If I wanted a candy to like get stuck in my teeth, I would go for Butterfingers. Like
Shock
there's
Tarts.
wait. Okay, Shock Tarts are the ones that are powdery, or is these the ones that are chewy? 'Cause Shock Tarts are yeah, man.
You're
Yeah.
thinking of Sweet Tarts.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. They're good.
There was an opposite called Shock Tarts.
It's like, they drove them out of business. Sweet Tarts drove
They
them out of
don't
business.
exist anymore.
Yeah.
Someone said that they rebranded them as Shockers, but it's different.
Yeah, yeah, it would be.
Mike and Ike Zowers.
I remember Mike and Ike. Oh, I don't remember this. They still make Mike and Ike's, right? Yeah, they
They
just
still
don't.
make Mike and Ike's, but the Zowers
What
specifically.
is Zowers? Like, what is
It's, it's
sour
what
and
sour Mike and Ike's.
but what is this is Zowers. Oh man, I'm tired. Dude, I'm tired. I gotta piss.
This is so
So
boring to you.
no, I'm just yeah. No, it's fine. I just don't.
Uh,
Zowers got me, and I fuck it. I don't.
Wonka bars.
Like Willy Wonka, they had shut
Hmm.
him down. Too many kids, too many OSHA violations. That's what happened there. So,
Fireballs. Ouch bubble gum. Sweet heat starburst. Tropical starburst.
dude, Sweet Heat Starburst. That sounds really good. I picture the Sweet Heat Doritos, and man, those are fucking good.
PB Max. Peanut butter
Oh
and
man,
chocolate bar.
I really want Taco Bell now.
What does that have anything to do with candies that were
Yeah, but I'm thinking about
discontinued? You fuck.
food late, and I'm like, oh, now I want to eat some Taco Bell because it's like it sounds really good. But
There's this entire website. Jesus Christ! It's apparently the butterscotch disc were discontinued, like the old lady butterscotch disc. I
damn,
don't
well, I
believe that.
mean, all those old ladies died, so they didn't have anybody to put them in her purse.
So they don't make them anymore.
Yeah, you
Some of the
know.
stuff.
Oh, I just realized the candy that I'm thinking of, it's probably discontinued. The little, I don't even think they had a fucking brand name, dude. But it was like the strawberry candies that were like hard candies, but they had the soft center, and like you would
Had the
bite into
gooey,
them,
yeah,
and it had the
but it
gooey
was like,
insides, and it was
oh
and it
yeah,
was
those are
in a
still around.
wrapper in like the strawberry. Like
Those still
I'm not
around.
gonna lie to you, I don't know who makes those, and I don't even know if they like anybody claims those. Those feel uh
I'm
like
gonna top in strawberry old people candy.
that's gonna nail it. It's gonna bring it up.
Yep.
First hit.
Oh, you can buy a whole bag on
Yeah, but who makes them?
they're strawberry filled bonbons.
Okay, not gonna lie, 'cause I didn't know it was gonna be called a bonbon, but that's cool. 'Cause I think bonbon, I think
You can
chocolate,
buy
but
a 2 pound bag, which is 170 for $12 on Amazon.
who is it made by? Is the question.
There's several different ones, bud.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I think it's like
Do you remember cream savers?
creams. Oh yeah, I actually do.
They don't
Those,
those are discontinued too. There was the
that's an
orange
actual tragedy right there,
the creamsicle, and then there's the strawberries and cream one.
dude. Yeah,
Um,
strawberries and cream. I always remember them having like kind of a bad aftertaste though. Like it was kind of like medicine afterwards, but still good though.
there is this fucking website.
Yeah,
It's
is it AI?
candyfavorites.com alphabetically, and it's even updated 2024 because it has the zebra stripe on here, or tiger stripe. There alphabetically all of the known candies within the history of the United States that no longer exist. But this is bullshit because Fun Dip is on here, and we just bought a thing of Fun Dip for Zoe.
It's like Fun Dip asterisk, and it's not actual Fun Dip. It's like a fake Fun Dip now.
Apparently, they don't make fun size bars and Baby Ruth's, Butterfingers, and Three Musketeers. That's not true.
That's not. I feel like this is a fake website. This is AI written. This is AI.
Gatorade gum.
Okay, that does sound like. Is that even a thing? Did they have
You want some
Gatorade gum?
chum gum?
Oh, dude, the cum gum.
No, the chum gum.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
but
gonna
I'm pronouncing it a hard C, a cum gun.
I'm gonna look up what chum gum is. Ooh, it literally
Like
looks like it's something from the
Gatorade gum
1930s.
quench. That's what they called it. Quench.
Crunch.
Chewing gums for athletes. Boy, I don't think that's.
Chewing
Yeah,
gum for athletes. Of course it is. It's
they
made with
still
real
make it.
gators,
They
bro.
you can get a whole fucking tub of them. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well,
Right
anyway,
alongside some cum gum.
gotta get me some chum gum.
Yeah. Are you gonna do you want to read the spooky story, so you want to save it?
Oh shit!
I
You
didn't
said you
know.
had to piss.
I do have to piss, but I can go piss real quick and then run back and
No,
have some
you know
scary.
what?
We'll save it. We talked about candy, so I guess that was Halloween related. We talked about Halloween at
Ah.
the beginning of the episode. You dressed up, clearly. I can't take it seriously anymore. And if you were to read the stories with that on, I don't think I could get through it. So
This is like some sort of nightmare fuel for you.
you're gonna have to like take a picture with your phone so I can get a high res photo. I'm gonna scare a lot of people with this week's thumbnail. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So